Hello everybody, it's Kirsten here. Welcome back. Today we are talking about how to let go of past negative experiences. I want to do more of these mindset talks, and I want you to understand that your mindset is as important as your body. We talk so much about focusing on the body and how to heal that and how to heal the symptoms. But a lot of it starts from the inside, the way we think, the way we feel. So that's why it's very important to bring these two things together. A lot of great writers actually say that there's no such thing as the body and the mind. There's one thing, that is the mind body. So it's really important to take care of the whole thing, the whole mind body. Like I said, today's focus is on the past, the negative comments that you maybe received in the past, and that drove some actions, some new habits that you created so that you maybe feel better, or so you thought, but it actually hasn't worked out because you keep beating yourself up, or you keep remembering those old things and you keep making poor choices. First, I want to validate all this. I know that if somebody has dropped a negative comment, said something mean, maybe you were in a sports team that was super body focused and you were told that you're not good enough, you're not skinny enough. I know how these things can really stay in your head for many, many years. And it is hard to break out of them, but it is possible. One guy told me that your nose is super weird. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. And this thing stuck with me forever. And I remember like checking my nose from the side, always like turning sideways. Is there a way, like maybe I should put my hair like this? What can I do to make it look less weird? Like, I was a teenager and then my early 20s later, it never occurred to me that actually the change has to start from here. I cannot change my nose. It's not my job to make everybody to like my nose. But I did spend so many years thinking that there's something wrong with me. It's so funny to even talk about it because now it seems like almost like ridiculous. It wasn't until my maybe late 20s or early 30s when I got rid of this thought, when I started seeing things differently and realized how much time I have spent thinking about this one thing. I've also had other things happening, and I'm sure you too. Somebody drops a comment about your body. Oh my God, look at your body. This is ugly. Or you're too fat, or whatever it is. I once had somebody tell me that, oh, your body is perfect, but your face is really weird. Things like that. And they really stay with us for a long time. So today we are talking about past experiences and how to let go of them so that they can no longer harm you. And I have 4 tips that I want to share with you today. My first tip is that as long as you keep this thought alive, you keep feeding it. So let's say that somebody told you that you are not skinny enough to do something, or dropped like other negative comment. And now you keep thinking about it and you start identifying with it. You start thinking that I am actually this bad girl, or I am not in a good enough shape, or I am not smart enough, whatever the thing is. And as long as you keep feeding this thought, it stays alive. This thought needs to be starved. This is the only time when I recommend starvation or starving. So you have to stop feeding this thought. You have to stop putting so much energy into this thought, and you have to stop identifying with it. So ask yourself, do I want to keep this thought alive? Do I want to keep this identity alive? You can make a conscious decision and tell yourself that I am not feeding this thought anymore. I am not trusting this anymore. I am not believing this anymore. I'm not going to believe what a random person told me one time years ago, and I'm not letting this thing ruin my life. And you can even start catching your own thoughts. Wherever this thing comes back to your mind, you can catch yourself and see, oh, I'm thinking this thing again. Okay, I'm noticing it, but I'm not going to feed it anymore. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to analyze every single thing. And I'm not going to let this take over my life anymore. The second tip for you is to remember that your past is never as powerful as your present moment. In one of my recent videos, I talked about how important it is to be in the now. What happened in the past was literally in the past. And if we keep thinking about it and if we keep dwelling on it, then we keep it alive again. What we can do instead is that we can focus on the now. Is there anybody right now who's judging you right this moment? Is there anybody who's harming you right now, right this moment? No, probably no. And this is your choice to put yourself in the present moment, put yourself in the now, and understand that you are safe. What happened in the past does not have to dominate your life anymore. You can focus on the now and choose the better reality for yourself. The third thing to understand is that what we practice, we get better at. What we practice, we get better at. It means if we constantly practice identifying with this one incident or this one identity that somebody wanted us to take on, you are not good enough, or you are the dumb girl, whatever those things are. If you practice thinking about it all the time, then you keep thinking about it all the time, and you're gonna be more of like this girl. Now you can change your perspective and practice doing the opposite thing. You can start thinking, I am powerful, I am worthy, I have everything that I need and even more, and I have plenty to give others. You can practice this different mindset and get better at it. And of course, you know which one pays off. Being mean to yourself and keeping those hard memories and comments alive has never made you stronger. It has probably led you to make some bad decisions that were unhealthy for you. You can do the opposite. You can turn these negative memories around and create a better future for yourself. And again, coming back to noticing your thoughts, whenever you notice judgment towards yourself, whenever you notice thoughts like I'm not good enough, or I have too much body fat, or whatever those things are, as long as you keep thinking about this thought, you are creating more of these thoughts, and you just can't get out of this vicious cycle. And my last point today is that we have to start taking responsibility for our lives. We cannot continue blaming others, especially if there was an incident that happened years ago and we are now blaming this person for making us feel a certain way. I once talked to somebody who said that this is the culture, this is our society that's making me make all these bad decisions. The society and the culture are very powerful. And if we consume a lot of that type of culture, then yes, we let it enter our heads more and more. And remember what I said in my last point was that what you practice, you get better at. But we can also make a conscious choice and not engage with those people and with those memories that we had in the past. And that way, we actually have a say in what our future looks like. So we have to understand that we cannot keep blaming other people. Even if they told us terrible things or hurt our feelings, we have to take responsibility for our lives, because nobody else is coming to change our lives or make things better for us. It's actually us who have to do it, and we have all the power within us to do so. Have you had any experience with that, where somebody says something really negative that sticks with you for years? If so, please leave me a comment. I'll be excited to read this, and I also would like to know how you overcame it. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.